Hello, welcome to the presentation of 7F Group of Electronic and Communications. Our team that is made up of my classmates Maximiliano Aguirre, Julian Nolasco, Joshua Garcia, and Joaquin Camacho. Our project is about the anti-theft system for the car.
Hello. Continuing with the description of the problem, the insecurity is a problem that we all suffer today and worsens day by day in many countries of the world. Insecurity threatens to take away our belongings, and one of the most valuable and most used daily is the automobiles. When this happens, it's common that criminal offense go unpunished to a lack of evidence. Another situation is the insurance company often do not respond of them and do not pay the damage.
My name is Maximiliano. Tackle about topic and general walls. General walls. This this project is design a system that provides information to user about the state their vehicle with the possibility of disable in and store camera and sensor loans. We will this merely reduce and def the safer word or car signs. And we know that it's a very expensive item and wingery. Use it for us. Specific goals. The specific goals is our project are the following points. Design application are our system so that the user can always distribute information of the status of their vehicle. This means that every time the system like of the card if defects are there and the signal is activated which list and it will be sent to the user's cell phone. The next point, add the device with separate battery is cause of death or disconnection of the main battery of the card. And this we use is cause and death open the hub and disconnect the battery from the card. The next point, add a GPS system of the device to locate is cause of total death of the card. Will, as we already know, this system is basically this will help you to locate vehicle. The next point, make the device have communication with the user's cell phone through an application. As we said, if the general wants this is to notify the user. The next diapositive. The first point, make the device so that it can uniform the or whenever that the vehicle sensor has been activated. Here in the refer the prototype will have a sensor system that will detect when it's danger. The system is composite of a microcontroller and this means of communication protocols will be communicated to the application that we are going to develop. The next point, add use function to the application so that the user can disable the remote start of the car. This, this means that with the mobile application we can disable the car's fuse box app that will detect microcontrollers that is the system that is in the system. Next point, program device to get track the camera and sensor in the cloud. What to implement this system? We have camera that when it detects that sensors are activated, it will activity and the all register that has been recorded is safer this cloud that we like it to the Google. Finish point. Create the session in the application so that the user can access records of the camera and the sensor to the application. How I told you in the other point, the register will be recorded in the cloud and that information you will not be able to attain now the mobile application. Continue presentation. My companions.
Now I'm going to talk about the background history. The history of the alarm goes back to the mid 19th century. It was on June 21, 1853, when a man named Augustus Russell Pope of Somerville, Boston, patented his invention, the world's first electromagnetic alarm whose on June 20, 1920, it was documented in the well-known Popular Mechanic magazine that an inventor of the state of Nebraska, USA, the US had designed using a key switch, a steel box containing a window and a siren, this being the first automotive alarm system. This device was housed in the front axle on the driver's side and activated by a key.
As time went by, the automotive alarms became an important part of keeping cars safe due to their high demand, and over time they were improving and acquiring more components. Between the 70s and 80s years, the technologies used to create alarms were still very simple. One of these consisted of the cylindrical case and contained notch in the tip of the tube whose look was akin of switch. This was formed by a short current, an impact sensor, a voltage sensor, and the siren. Already in the 90s years, the incorporation of computers inside automobiles produced that the alarms obtained a revolutionary change. Due to this, remote controls began to be used to control various functions of the car, such as cutting of the fuel supply, activating or deactivating the door's locks, and even turning off the car. But due to the increase in crime and the technological failure of automobiles, the opportunity opens to implement systems that increase vehicles' safety by adapting them at this time.
Development. This is an intelligent system made of a microcontroller and several sensors to detect when our vehicle is about to suffer a robbery attack, either from parts of the vehicle or from them. The sensor will send message to the cell phone to warn the user that vehicle is suffer an attack, and as camera that will record that happens all time. That video will save it directly in Google Drive Cloud. Conclusion: our project can give users more confidence to file complaints, which will have a greater probability of being resolved since there will be a photographic evidence, and by having more arrests, the theft rates of parts, vehicles, and general security will decrease. Finally, we will show the reference that help us to make this presentation.